2 people watching this live session. Please share to more people. First, let me start with a brief introduction on the hidden gem Gari token and how it relates to Gari. So, what is Gari? Gari is an Indian's leading short video sharing app with more than 35 million daily active users. It is now India's #1 social media app on Google Play with more than 50 million downloads and has 581,000 reviews, surpassing popular apps like Facebook, Instagram, and Snapchat. Gari gained leverage after TikTok was banned in India June 2020. And what is Gari? Gari is the native token of Gari. Gari enables short-form video creators to monetize their content on the blockchain with Gari token. Creators are rewarded with Gari tokens when they create a video on Gari. Before we invite Mr. Sumigos to the AMA session, let's watch this video to have a better understanding on this token.
And click. I just bought $500,000 worth of Bitcoin. Yes, 10 full Bitcoins. Even if the price is trash, I'm going to buy more. You see, now, for the first time ever, I want to explain to you why I finally believe in crypto.
Using crypto, we let our users own their content 100%.
See, I believe in crypto because the internet is very unfair. We spend 70% of our lives using the internet. We surf the web, we use social media, and we upload videos. But we own 0% of the internet. Only 10 companies in the world own most of the internet. That's it. Google, Meta, Oracle, Microsoft, and others. That's the problem.
We share our data, we upload our pictures, videos, locations, and all this data is being monetized by these companies, and we don't get nothing out of it. I think that's not how the internet should be.
Until one day, somebody invented crypto. And for the first time ever, now we can own the internet. It's as simple as that. Yes, you can own coins like Bitcoin, sure, but you can also own pictures, videos, games, virtual land, and even parts of companies.
I'm a bit confused. Can you explain more on how can I own something on the internet and like same thing as owning the coin?
Yeah, so owning on the internet, like that's actually a good question. There's a lot of math involved in Bitcoin. That's why many people don't understand it. But basically, some guy discovered a way, a very complicated mathematical way, to make sure that your coin, whatever you own, nobody can hack, nobody can steal. It's so secure that people have just been convinced that, okay, if you have this coin, then you own it. So nobody needs to understand how it works. You just need to believe that ownership on the internet is now possible because of this technology. This crypto revolution will change the internet, and it's already changing the internet of India. For example, there is a social media company in India called Gari. It has tens of millions of users, billions of views, and thousands of creators. But then one day, they did the unthinkable.
Using crypto, we let our users own their content 100%.
Yes, they built a different kind of social media based on crypto. When users upload videos on this social network, the users own the video. If the video gets likes, the user gets rewarded. All done with Gari tokens.
The users can monetize their fan base through the Gari tokens. Every video that you upload on Gari, you can mint it into an NFT. If the video goes viral, your fans will buy it to support you. So imagine OpenSea for video NFTs. That's what we are planning to build.
Now, tens of millions of people in India can own the next version of the internet simply by using a social media app. Before crypto, none of this could ever exist.
It's the first time in the history of internet that this was possible, and we are working day and night to give the ability to our users to own their content on the internet.
This is just one huge example out of many. Everything that was owned by the few is now owned by the millions.
What we are doing is revolutionary. A lot of Web2 companies will see what Chingari has done. I think this is the future of internet companies. This is how companies in the future will be built. And I'm happy to be, the first company to lead this revolution.
Which means if you have an internet connection, your race, education, citizenship, and gender does not matter. A girl in India can own the internet just as much as an executive in Silicon Valley. This is why I spent $500,000 buying Bitcoin, because I want to own a small part of the internet gold. This is why Chingari adopted crypto and gave it to their users. And this is why the future of the internet is going to be exciting. Hey, I just want to say thank you to all my teachers and my mentors. I took over 50 hours of classes and conversations to finally understand crypto. A lot of these classes are available on Nas Academy, nasacademy.com/crypto. We have introduction to crypto, introduction to NFT. This stuff really helped me finally believe in crypto. Also, thank you to Chingari for helping us understand what they're doing. I think they're onto something crazy because no one has done what they are doing. This is day one. We're all learning. We're all students. And I hope you enjoyed this video.
Wow. I guess most of you already have a brief idea on Chingari and Gari. Now we have more than 1,600 people who are watching this. Without further ado, let's welcome our VIP today, Mr. Sumigos, all the way from India. Hi, Mr. Sumigos. Would you like to say something before we start the AMA session?
Absolutely. Thank you, Andrew, and thank you, Huobi Global, for hosting this AMA today. Thanks a lot to both of you guys, for giving this opportunity to tell our story to your community and your users. With this AMA, I believe we'll be able to educate more people about what we are building at Chingari and Gari.
Okay, let's start now. Mr. Sumigos, can you tell us your 0 to 1 story of Chingari and how it put you on the global roadmap?
Sure. So Chingari has 2 0 to 1 stories. We had 2 inflection points in our journey. The first inflection point was in around June 2020 when TikTok was banned in India. That put us in the India roadmap, in the Indian ecosystem, where users started comparing us and calling us as the TikTok of India, and we suddenly grew to massive downloads. And then we raised some money, some equity, and started building the product. Our second inflection point was when we announced the launch of Gari, which is our own social token inside the Chingari application, giving access and ownership and governance rights to millions of Chingari users via this Gari social token. So Gari today is the #1 social token on Solana, with just crossed 500,000 active wallet users, which is the largest in Solana ecosystem for any social token. Actually, globally on any L1, it is the largest. So yeah, I mean, we are in exciting times, building something really exciting and revolutionary.
Okay, wow, that's awesome. And how did the journey lead you to launch the Gari token?
Sure. So when I read about Web3 and DAOs, and how the future of internet companies will be the very idea of Web3, where you give ownership and control and governance of your product and to your community. I think that's a very strong idea, and that made me realize that this is how all the companies in the future, all the internet companies in the future will be built, and that led us to pivot Chingari from whatever we were doing into a Web3 entity, into a DAO. So today, Gari is the DAO which controls and has ownership over the product, over the data, over how the funds that we have raised will be used. So any Chingari user who is creating content on Chingari earns these Gari tokens for being active on the app, and they get ownership. And Gari is also equivalent to money. It's listed on 25 exchanges. Actually, we just also got listed on Kraken today, which was a very big event for us. So Chingari users can go and sell these Gari tokens into any of these exchanges and change it into fiat. So basically, whatever Axie Infinity did for gaming, Chingari wants to do that for social media. I think gaming and social are the two verticals which will drive the next 1 billion daily active users to crypto. And Chingari is the market leader in the social crypto space with more than 40 million monthly active users, 5 million daily active users, and 500,000 active wallet users. We are leading the race right now in terms of the social crypto race.
Wow, that's awesome. And good news, now we have more than 2,200 people are watching this live session.
Amazing.
Yeah, amazing. Oh, sorry.
Mhm.
Okay. Now is it full screen?
Yeah, I can see it full screen.
You can see full screen.
Mhm.
Okay, great. Okay. What is the team vision behind going forward with the on-chain launch, given how the stakes are much higher in the crypto market?
Sure. So the core vision of Chingari and Gari team is basically giving back ownership of data back to the creators, back to the community, and ownership and control of the network back to the community. So there are two ways through which we are achieving that. We created Gari, which is a DAO, and through that we are distributing ownership to the community. So anybody can buy Gari tokens or earn Gari tokens by being active on the Chingari app and get governance rights or ownership rights. So the DAO can put up, like the community members can put up proposals, and these proposals can go for voting, and then successfully voted proposals can be taken up by the DAO to for execution. The second way is all the content that you are uploading on Chingari, all the videos that you are short videos that you are uploading on Chingari will be able to will be mintable into an NFT on Solana. And by doing this, we are giving the ownership of content back to the creators. So when you integrate content, when you upload content on, let's say Instagram or TikTok, you don't own it. Instagram owns the content, TikTok owns the content, and they monetize it through ads and they fill up their balance sheets. Whereas on Chingari, these NFTs that you mint will be owned by you, and every time these NFTs get bought, sold, and traded, you as a creator make money.
Okay, okay. So we go for the next slide. Next question.
Just hit cancel and then cancel and click on
Cancel.
next
Okay.
slide. Yes.
Sorry, yeah.
Oh, no worries.
So what are the inherent advantages do you see with the Web3 approach while being pitted against the Web2 giants such as TikTok and Instagram?
So I think Web2 was a very good model of building companies in the last 2 decades where there were platforms created, and these platforms gave us very easy the way of onboarding into these platforms was very easy. Most of these platforms were free to use, so consumers over the internet loved it because it's a free to use service. So it started with email, and then we saw social networking, and then services like Reddit, Dig, micro services. So Web2 was a very good model where a single platform offered you something for free and collected your data, your information, and then monetized that through ads. And advertisers were able to target you because they had so much data about you. And this is a wonderful model for the which worked wonderfully for the past couple of decades and made trillion-dollar giants like Facebook, Google. But I think the next couple of decades, there will be fundamental shift in how companies will be built, especially with companies like Apple going after privacy. So we saw a simple update on the privacy update done by Apple led Facebook to lose $250 billion of its market cap in just one day because they missed their revenue forecasts, and that led them to lose like quarter trillion dollars of market cap. I think as the internet economy matures more and more and Web3 matures more and more, uh, things like privacy, ownership, governance, control, transparency, these will become more and more important for users, and users will choose a platform which is more transparent, which gives them ownership and control over their content over a platform which controls everything. So I think Web3 is the future of how new internet companies will be built. The users mindset and users philosophy, although it will take time, I see this happening over the next 2 decades, not immediately, but I think the fundamental shift has already started, and we are happy at Chingari that we will be able to play a large role in this shift when it's happening and be a core part of it.
Yeah, we believe that Web3 is the future, right?
Yeah, I mean, and like a lot of people think that Web3 is a fad and it will just go away. I think the same was said about internet back in 1995 when internet was new and people said internet is a fad. There were articles in New York Times and Washington Post calling internet as a fad and how it will go away. But we all saw what internet did to the world. I think Web3 is a very similar phenomena, and next 2 decades will be really, really interesting.
Yeah, me too. I believe that Web3 will be the phenomenal. And good news, now we break 3,000 audience. Wow, 3,000. That's amazing. So, Mr. Sumigos, what is the market opportunity and utility for the Gari token that you have seen so far and the future utility that we can expect?
Absolutely. Gari is the in-app token, in-app currency within the Chingari app. So anything that users will do inside the app, when it comes to creator economy, when it comes to these NFTs, buy, sell, and trade of these NFTs, or fan and follower interaction will happen through the Gari tokens. So a creator will be able to sell his NFT to his fans via the Gari tokens. A fan will be able to unlock a content of a creator if he pays via Gari token. Creators will be able to sell merchandise on the application using Gari tokens. So there are any transaction for that matter happening, like tipping. You can tip a creator, or you can book an audio call or a video call. You can go to an audio room and buy some virtual gifts. All this will happen through Gari in the future. So any transaction happening on the Chingari app will only be through Gari. And that, like, imagine a platform which has a billion users, or let's say 100 million active users doing hundreds of millions of transactions every day, and it's all done via a cryptocurrency. Like, what is the value and potential of that cryptocurrency?
Oh, wow, that's amazing, huh?
And Gari brings crypto to the masses through social media. So a lot of Chingari users for the first time will actually mine a Gari token before they even see a Bitcoin or an Ethereum or a Solana or any other layer one. So I think Gari will be the first cryptocurrency that hundreds of millions of global users will actually own and use before they use Bitcoin.
Wow, so you are like convert them, and their first own crypto will be Gari token.
Yes, yes.
Wow, that's
because
really amazing.
Because social media right now is 3 billion users. Cryptocurrency users is some 200-300 million users. So for this 300 million users to become 3 billion, gaming is one way and social is one way, and social it will be Chingari.
Yeah. Social so far it will be Chingari, right?
Mhm.
Okay, Mr. Sumigos, what is your roadmap for the early 2022 and the early 2023 that we can expect from Chingari? Some unique alphas might be great to hear.
Absolutely. So we are launching the token lockups this weekend. So the lockup contracts where we will be able to verify the locked up tokens for the community, for staking, for the investors, that will go live this weekend. Then by next month, we are launching staking contracts as well. So Gari community will be able to stake their tokens and earn an APY. And then if you own a Gari Panda, which is our mascot's panda collection, if you own one of these pandas, you will be able to earn a higher APY by staking it. Then we are integrating Gari to the audio rooms that should be out in next quarter. We are also launching our own NFT storefront by next month end. So Chingari users, Chingari creators will be able to mint their videos into an NFT on Solana by just click of a button. This is happening next month end. And then eventually this will be a full marketplace like Magic Eden, but for videos. So these will the users will be able to buy, sell, trade these NFTs. We are launching Chingari Community Mint in by next week. So let me talk a bit about the community mint because it's very important. So every day 50,000 Gari tokens will be minted, and these 50,000 Gari tokens will be equally distributed to the not equally distributed, actually proportionately distributed to the Chingari community or Chingari user base based on their contribution score. So there is an algorithm which calculates the contribution score. The algorithm basically checks your time spent, your activity done, like if you have created a video, watched a video, shared a video, what kind of activity you have done. So basically, we have written a blog post about this. So you can read about how your contribution score works. And based on the contribution score of each user, these 50,000 tokens are being distributed. So let's say current market price of Gari is around 55 cents. So around $25,000 a day, or around 750 into 30, $750,000 a month we are distributing to the Chingari community, or around $10 million a year at the current market price of Gari is being given away or is being distributed to the Chingari community for using via Gari tokens, for using the app. And one way that the NFT owners, the NFT marketplace owners will make money is, so let's say I'm a creator, I am a popular creator, I am able to mint a lot of Garis because I make videos. Let's say I mint 100 Garis a day. You as a user, if you buy my NFT, you will be able to earn 10% of my daily Gari mint. So out of this 10 million, $1 million a year can be earned by just buying these NFTs, which is what makes our video NFTs very valuable. So our user base, the non-creator user base, just by owning NFTs will be able to make like approx $1 million at the current market price of Gari, just by buying and holding these video NFTs. So I think this is a very interesting tokenomics that we have designed. And every time an NFT gets bought, sold, and traded, Gari makes money. The Gari treasury makes money because we charge a fee, like Magic Eden 2% or 3% fee. So the Gari treasury will always be like making some Garis back into the ecosystem, and this treasury money can be used by the DAO for whatever purpose that the DAO votes into.
Wow, it sounds very interesting. Can I buy the Salman Khan NFT and make some money?
Yes, you can.
So if I want to gain more Gari token, then I just create more content, share more, watch more video, engage. As long as I engage more, so I can get more Gari.
Yes, it's engaged to one. As the more you engage, more you earn.
And I bought some Gari Panda. Can you share some about Gari Panda?
Absolutely. So Panda is a very cute animal. It's our mascot. So we thought that, okay, we will launch it to the community to build a more trusted community of holders of Gari tokens. So initially 3,000 pandas were minted. These pandas can be used to stake to earn some garis back. So we basically, whatever money we collected by the sale of the pandas, we bought back garis from I think 30-cent range to 45-cent range. So around 600,000 garis we collected back. And these garis will be given back to the community if they stake their panda once the panda staking contract is live. Then the panda has many utilities. It will be used so we are working on a virtual experience where like within the app we will launch a VR experience. So it will be like a creator metaverse where you can be in a room with the creators virtually, and as a Gari panda holders you will be having access to these virtual experiences, virtual metaverses around Chingari app. And then there will be Chingari parties happening every year. Panda owners will get access to that. So the pandas will have a lot of inherent inherent utilities. Also in the future we have a plan of launching our own music NFT based platform where today we pay around $5 million a year to music companies just to license their music and put it on the Chingari application so that creators can use this music. So in the future, we want to partner with directly the artists so they can create the music and put it on the platform. And then our creators can use this music and create content on that. And if the content goes viral, if the music goes popular, and if the video makes money, a portion of this goes to the music owner, to the music NFT owner. So every music that they upload will become an NFT, and every video that it is being used can be tracked on chain. And every video that makes money, a portion of that can go to the music artist. So this is something that is in the roadmap. We'll probably make it live in early 2023. But I think Chingari will become a platform where musicians, artists, creators will come together and build a very nice virtual economy on Web3 and also own it together.
Wow. I can see that your ecosystem is really huge.
Mm-hmm.
So we go for the next question. Okay, Mr. Sumigos, how do you see the upside for Gari tokens in a time when a lot of crypto investors aim for the short-term price action compared to a longer holding? What motivated your investors to go big on Chingari and helping to launch a Gari network?
Sure. I think at Chingari, we are just scratching the surface right now. I mean, Chingari or Gari rather is a 3 months old project. We launched in March, Feb and March. So it's very, very young. For Gari to realize its real potential, the team needs at least a year and a half. If you look at all other similar projects, AXS, like Axie Infinity, or even like layer ones like Solana, they at least took a year and a half or 2 years to reach their real pinnacle performance. So I think the current investors and holders have to have that kind of mindset with Chingari and give us the time to the team to build and ship and let Gari be really, really integrated and be used within the Chingari ecosystem. Like I said, like with 500,000 crypto wallets out of 40 million monthly active users, we are barely scratching the surface. It's like less than 0.05% of the user base has actually, activated their wallets. So it will take us a year and a half to get Gari into the hands of everyone. And once that happens, I think the potential and the value is unimaginable.
And could you tell us some of the biggest challenges that Chingari faces? Is it the ever-changing regulations or the challenge to onboard new users from the Web2 users onto the Web3?
Sure. Yeah, regulations were definitely a challenge. In fact, I spent like 6 months figuring out how to structure the company because we are based out of India, where crypto regulations are still in limbo. Like when I was building this, there was no recently government of India actually announced a 30% crypto tax. which gives us some confidence that, okay, they are looking this as a legitimate business and they will push out regulations in the future to legitimize this. But when I was doing this, there were no such regulation and everything was kind of in a gray area. And I spent 6 months studying everything and figuring out how to structure this so that we can legally operate in India. The second challenge obviously is educating our Chingari users about crypto, about cryptocurrency tokens, the uses of NFTs. That is definitely a big challenge. So getting this 500,000 crypto active wallet users to 30 million, 40 million active wallet users is a task that we all need to perform for the next 1 year. And it's happening. Like, our user base is getting educated. We are hosting audio rooms. In the future, we will do live video chats as well. So that way, and through platforms like Huobi and people like you, who can get us in front of the community, we'll be able to educate more and more about our user base about the advantages of Gari token.
Okay. Now we have nearly 5,000 people. So everyone just share out, bring more people, join us this live AMA session. And if you miss the beginning, you can watch the replay. Okay, now Mr. Sumigos, what is the one thing from the lawyer community that has excited you so far?
I mean, the community is growing every day. The best thing that I like about the community is, especially the loyal communities, that they do like, these guys don't care about the price going up or down. They support us in the ups and the downs and the lows and the ups. That is something that keeps us motivated. That these guys are with us through the thick and the thin. And every time, like, the price of the token rises, they thank us. Although we would be more happy to actually see them happy when we ship out something. So whenever we ship a new feature, the community is very excited, and everywhere we see on Twitter, on Telegram, and the community wants to use it and tell more people about it, which is a very good thing. I think the pace and speed at which Chingari is shipping, the community is very, very excited about that. So we just want that to continue. We just want to keep shipping, irrespective of whether, I mean, the markets will be up and down, and I think the community understands that. The long-term holders understand that, and they stay. I think they are gonna stay with us no matter what.
Okay, great. Thank you very much, Mr. Sumigos, for making time to this AMA session today. Thank you, and thank you everyone who attended this live session. See you again very soon. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Andrew.
And watch the replay.
Sure.
Nice
thank you, Andrew, and thank you, Huobi, for having me here. It was like a pleasure, and I feel very excited and happy for sharing the Gari and Chingari journey with the UB community. Thanks everyone. Bye bye.
Yeah, bye bye.